This is an attack on fraud here in the state of Ohio and allegations of that fraud being widespread.
This Ohio lawmaker making some serious demands on what he calls reports of fraud within publicly funded daycares in Columbus. Video clips targeting Somali-owned daycares in Minnesota and now here are circulating on social media.
All right. Hello. Welcome to Rolynn's Reviews. Do me one small favor, please, if you will, folks. Hit that little thumb. That is the like button. That tells YouTube that you are enjoying the content that you are viewing. Also, if you have Facebook and other forms of social media, please share this stream out. It won't cost you anything, I promise. All right. Excuse me. We'll go ahead and do the roll call, and I'll continue with the video. We know this is widespread. This is rampant across the United States. And so, again, I think someone said the other night, what about Ohio? Well, we'll talk a little bit about Ohio tonight. It is everywhere. Thank God for all of the exposure. How you doing, Chris and my girls? Tijuana border jumper, how are you? Nemo, my girl, Shazee, Clint, hello, how are you? Good, Tijuana, you finally got a night off. You deserve it. I'm enjoying my last few days of freedom. So we go back to work Monday and Tuesday will be teacher work days. And then, well, we get our new students on Wednesday. So again, I'm enjoying these last few days. Roni, how are you doing, love? All right, so I'll continue with the video. And of course, I will give you my review.
Our On Your Side investigator Lisa Rontala talks with the state rep who says all of these facilities should be investigated.
From Minnesota.
I meant to say Quality Learning Center. They spelled learning wrong.
All right. How many of you want to enroll your child in the Quality Learning Center? Boom. I still can't get over this misspelled so-called Center of Learning. I can't with this. Oh, wow.
To Columbus.
You can see that this place is just a total dump.
More people are targeting Somali-owned daycares, looking for kids and suggesting fraud.
Would you call these video clips allegations, or would you call them proof of fraud?
That's just an allegation of fraud.
Now, State Rep Josh Williams, who is running for U.S. Congress, sent this letter to the Ohio Department of Children and Youth, calling for more unannounced inspections and attendance audits of all publicly funded daycares in Ohio. He also wants to pull state and federal funds on the suspicion of fraud, opposed to a charge or conviction.
We're saying the funds have to stop until you prove that it is not fraud moving forward.
I mean, you go through some of these inspection reports and you do see non-compliance when it comes to attendance. Could that be a suspicion of fraud?
Yes, that can be a basis of suspicion of fraud.
Of the 578 publicly funded daycares in Franklin County, I looked through inspection reports for the first 20. Here's what.
Now, you know, when they do their inspection reports, when they find violations, now, you know, if you are an American, I've known people who has owned daycares, and you were not allowed to operate if you were even slightly out of compliance. But remember, let me take it back, because some of you may not have been here for that particular video. These freaking Somalis were threatening, oh, we're going to go public and say that you're being racist against us. So how you doing, Keel? Mr. Popularity, Roni, yes, Greg, hello, everyone. So people were like afraid to say anything against these Somalis. What the heck? Are we in America or Somalia? I'm confused. Someone type it in the comment section.
What I found, more than half was subject to a state inspection within the last 3 months. More than half were also found to be non-compliant with enrollment records.
Did you hear that, folks? So again, people that I know who have daycares and people I've known from the past who have run them. I mean, you have to remain in compliance. They shut you down really quickly. Oh, that's right. If you're a Somalian or an illegal, you don't have any rules. Boom.
2 were non-compliant with attendance records, which is used to calculate public funds.
With this letter that was sent yesterday, are you suggesting there is widespread fraud within publicly funded daycare centers in Columbus, especially those Somali-owned?
What we're alleging is that there is widespread reporting.
And now, of course, they're all embarrassed. Now they're trying to get ahead of it. So, and this guy's running for Congress. So we know what this is all about, right? So yeah. And some of these people we have to remember. Rolynn, oh, that's right. Ohio has a Republican governor, DeWine. He's a rhino. Boom. There you go. How you doing, Margaret Tamara? But we have to remember these people who are running for office, right? They're going to say whatever they need to say to get into office. So we're going to see how this goes.
Of potential fraud from individuals on the ground.
If fraud is found, Representative Williams says operators who are legal residents should face increased penalties. He says non-legal residents should be deported. At least one congressman in Minnesota is suggesting stripping citizenship.
Would you agree with that?
If an individual is a naturalized citizen where they came here under our goodwill and became a U.S. citizen through a naturalization process, there is a process to strip that citizenship back.
If widespread fraud is not found, Representative Williams tells me he will accept those results. As for this Northeast Columbus daycare already featured on social media for suspicions of fraud.
This place is just a total dump.
I found an inspection was done in October when it opened, and it's yet to receive any public funds.
Yeah. So everything now is being scrutinized. Thank God. And we know with Trump cutting all of the federal funds, yeah, let's denaturalize and deport. I'm all for it.
Are not currently receiving any state or federal dollars because they have not met the requirements to receive that.
On your side, I'm investigator Lisa Rontola.
Representative Williams told us the state has already adjusted attendance procedures within the last 2 years to prevent a daycare operator from obtaining a child's individual PIN code and entering it into their system when a child's not there. In those efforts, 7,500 Ohio families received new PIN numbers.
Yeah, because if they have your social security number or they call it a PIN number here, whether you're there or not, if they have your all of your personal information, it's real easy. You just have someone sit there and type all of that information into the computer. CCD, hello, how you doing, love? Happy New Year. Oh, you're fine, CCD. I know I have an iPad. I know how they are. You're fine, dear. We're just glad you're here.
Governor DeWine is also responding tonight. He says anti-fraud safeguards are already in place for Ohio's state-funded child care system. The governor says Ohio pays by attendance, not enrollment, so only when a child is actually being cared for.
Yeah, but if you look at the situation in Minnesota, where it's all fraudulent and they don't have students, but they're lying and saying that they have students. Who is physically, they're doing it now. People are checking on it now, but there was no one who was physically walking around to check and see if students were physically in the buildings. That's quite obvious. This has gone on for several years. So yeah, there's that.
Attendance is verified using pins with photo confirmation or location-based QR codes. The state conducts unannounced inspections, he says, financial reviews and monthly data analysis to flag possible fraud. He says the state also enforced pin sharing rules, closed loopholes, and ended hundreds of improper payments. More safeguards, including random monthly reviews, are set to launch next month. Governor DeWine says these anti-fraud measures are working. He says this year, the Department of Children and Youth received 124 referrals from the public. Now, because of these, 61 resulted in programs being required to pay back overpayments to the state. They've also resulted in the closing of 12 programs. The governor says they found that 30 of the programs identified through the tips are operating in accordance with state and federal laws, though 21 are still in the final stages of review. Stay with us for
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes as the Robert, I will definitely continue. I'm staying on top of this story. Robert, yes, they want sympathy, and I need to find the video. These morons, they said, oh, someone broke into our daycare and stole all of the information with the children's names on. They never had any children. Stop the lies. Oh my God. Tina, this mess has run wild. Yeah, it's Tina, it's everywhere. I was supposed to get my desktop back today. However, I will not have it back. I will definitely have it back tomorrow because I just checked. They had to add some storage. And so I'll be back on camera tomorrow on my desktop. Okay. And so I wanted to share this couple of clips with you. And there are people there in Ohio saying, hey, they're asking people to come to Ohio and check it out. So it's rapid. And again, I feel bad now. I've heard years ago, I heard this, but now it's all coming to me. And if you've heard this before as well, say something. If I had family members and people that I know who would have things like food trucks, you know how it is when you're fixing food for the public. And you have to jump through a lot of hoops. You have to pass inspections and all these other things. And now we're finding out, you know, again, and my family members and people who weren't family members, I mean, they had to follow all of the rules and guidelines, but immigrants did not. So Americans are held to a different standard, different set of rules. And I don't like that too much. But then who am I? No one cares. All right. Tell me what you think, folks. My review, as I said, keep searching, keep exposing. That's what we need to continue doing. And I'm glad every time I hear something, I will jump on and share it with you because you need to know what's happening. And I'm like you. Some of you said, I want my tax money back. I'm with you. I would love to have my money back as well. Do me one small favor, those just joining us, go ahead, hit that like button for me. I promise you there will be no charge. So let me share this other video with you. And you may recognize this young lady. She was in the video saying, I can't afford to be a Democrat. And she's I think she's actually coming here to YouTube because she was just on TikTok. How you doing, Shazee? So, Miss Rolynn, I totally agree with you. I can't stand. Yeah, Tina, I'm over it. I am totally over this. Okay, I am. All right, so let's listen to what this young lady has to say. And I guess she lives in Ohio. She's asking Nick Shirley, hey, since you're there in Minnesota exposing the Somali scammers, come here to Ohio. We have plenty here that you can expose. All right, so let's see what she's saying here.
Video, please come to Columbus, Ohio.
Hold on, let me get it started from the beginning here. Okay, here we go.
You gotta go. Okay, I'm just asking. You can't push. Well, okay. They just literally pushed me out.
Just physically assaulted that lady. She asked a question. They pushed her out of the door.
Nick Shirley, I hope you see this video. Please come to Columbus, Ohio. And if you come to Columbus, Ohio, you will find the exact same fraud.
Did everyone hear that? Boom. She said the exact insane fraud. Tina, the fraud, waste, and abuse has to stop, and President Trump is promises made, promises kept. Yeah, he's working on it. Whoa.
Or Somali fraud has been exposed out of Ohio. This is getting out of hand, and they're all being exposed.
You get money through the state of Ohio. This is a money that gets,
according to one.
Yeah. So again, now that they're being called out, boy, they are really becoming unhinged. Okay. You know that if it's happening in a state like Minnesota, then it's probably happening everywhere. The shame of is it, there are tons of Americans that are confused. Shaziz, thank you, Shaziz. And I've said that. How you doing, Baldwin Birds? I've said that. I've heard that child care is very expensive. And Shaziz, that's the sad thing. The American citizens, again, are on the get the bad end of the stick, right? Oh, CCD, yeah. You're right. So it's probably happening here in Michigan. Yeah, MAGA, it's all coming out. So yeah. All right, here we go.
One Midwestern Rhino Republican governor. Apparently fraud is just part of doing business now.
It's a daycare center owned by Somalians and stuff like that.
Have you ever seen any kids in this place here?
No, not that I know of. I just seen it, the building itself. I've never seen nobody come out the building or go in the building.
You've never seen anybody over there?
No, not at all.
Everyone has been talking about Minnesota. Nick, surely the empty daycares and millions or potentially billions of dollars gone, but we're going.
Yeah, and we know that. So I'm going to share another clip with you because I think the rest of what he has to share, we've already pretty much talked about. All right, so let me get you ready. But yeah, folks, this is what this is where we are, and this is what the Democrats want. This is what they have unleashed on America. Thanks a lot, Democrats. All right, let me get this. Oh, okay. I had another part to share with you. Here we go. All right. All righty.
Exposed a reported $2.3 million in fraud from federal emergency rental assistance program funds. The investigation flagged missing rental aid, violations of cash management protocols, and inadequate fraud safeguards. Despite these failures, the group, tied to local politicians via campaign donations, secured $350,000 in state funding last summer for a community center, plus $100,000 from Columbus for housing and youth programs. Back in 2020, Somali brothers Hassan and Abdurrahim Noriso, former owners of Tawfiq Market in Columbus, were indicted for a 9-year snap and wig fraud conspiracy totaling over $10 million. The duo allegedly swapped benefits for cash at half the value. Abdurrahim.
So this young lady, those of you just joining us, she's talking about the fraud that's going on in Ohio. These two brothers, $10 million. What the heck? Again, SNAP EBT needs to be canceled. Let me go back because some of you may have missed that. That's a lot.
This for housing and youth programs. Back in 2020, Somali brothers Hassan and Abdurrahim Noriso, former owners of Tawfiq Market in Columbus, were indicted for a 9-year snap and wig fraud conspiracy totaling over $10 million. The duo allegedly swapped benefits for cash at half the value. Abdurrahim, who oversaw operations, was sentenced to 2 years behind bars. Hassan got house arrest and probation after a guilty plea. So you can defraud SNAP benefits for $10 million and you get house arrest and probation.
What do you think about that, folks? $10 million. Wow. How you doing, Laurie? Happy New Year to you, dear. And hope that 2026 is all that you want it to be. Tina, yes. I want my tax money back. Wow. I don't know what to think, because now it comes on something like a credit card. So if you sell it once, how do you sell it? Margaret, what are you talking about? EBT? Because what I've seen people do, people will go to the grocery store and I'll see them, they'll stand outside and they don't know you, but they'll ask a question, ma'am, would you like to use my card? And so let me give you an example. So they'll say, you know, you can buy $200 worth of food and just give me $100 cash. That's usually what I see people doing. Marga, if that makes sense. So what they'll do, sometimes they'll go in the store with you, or they'll give you their card and PIN number. And that's how they do it. And sometimes they have some of the same people every month that they let use their card, if that makes sense. Is that Marga, does that answer your question? The EBT card, that's what I've seen people do. And again, sometimes when I'm going into the grocery store, I'll see someone, I don't know that person, they don't know me. They'll just say, ma'am, you know, if you give me cash, you can go in, you can buy $200 or $100 worth of groceries, give me $50, whatever. Tijuana, go to the corner liquor store, they will cash it out. Yes, Tijuana. Robert, yeah, it's a good channel. Yeah. He's really gaining a lot of notoriety, but his exposure, oh my God, it's very well needed. Okay. Oh my God.
Only if you're Somalian, I guess, because if I do that and if you and I do that, we're going to go to jail for a long, long time.
Did you hear what she just said? Have we not been saying there are two sets of rules? There are rules for immigrants or illegals, and then there are rules for Americans. So, Maga Tamara, my girls, CCD or Tijuana border jumper, Baldwin Birds, if we scam the U.S. government out of $10 million, you mean to tell me we're going to get house arrest? Or we're just going to get a slap on the wrist, just a few years in jail? No, ma'am. No, sir. They will throw the book at us. You know it, and I do too. CCD, we can't give them to anyone because no one wants them. You'd think they'd respect the one country that accepted them. CCD. Those are facts. Now we know why no one else wants the scammy Somalians. Oh my God. My girls, they need to make every dusty sandalfoot wearing Somalian write every tax-paying citizen a refund check now. Boom. I knew my girls, I knew my girls was going to get cranked up, but I have to agree with her because that does makes you very angry. Robert, they are having meltdowns. Tina, American citizens would be thrown under the jails. Boom. That's what I was waiting to hear. Tina knows it. I know it too.
Time.
This is why it matters. Columbus has the second largest Somali population in the country.
All right. For those that did not know, all right, Columbus, Ohio has the second largest Somalian population in the country. All right. So that's significant. So they're not just going to scam in Minneapolis. They just scam wherever they go.
Right behind Minnesota. So in this video, we're going to talk about Ohio. And people are asking the same question. Is the same scam happening again? Or is it possible it's even worse? Let's get into it.
Is this an attack on immigrants?
This is an attack.
And we've already seen this particular clip, so I'm going to let that play. But again, they are lying. There's crying racism. They're being attacked for who they are and all these other lies. No, you're being attacked because you are scammers. That's why. I'm still waiting for Nancy Pelosi to go to jail for insider trading. Marga, thank you. Martha Stewart went in for what, 30 grand Yes, Nancy Pelosi's a billionaire. MAGA, make it make sense. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how that, why there's a difference there. Their asshole country didn't teach them any gratitude. My girls, they most assuredly did not. And the one country, as CCD just said, that would accept them, this is how they repay us. Make it make sense. And no one else wants these people. Now we know why. That's why no one wants them. They have no gratitude and they're arrogant. Yeah. So, yeah, this is what we're doing. This is what we're up against, people. And I think that, again, they just need to go. They just need to go. I'm with my girls. Just write us. You need to write the American taxpayer a check. All right, and be done with it. Yes, Roni, they hate us. Yes. Oh, MAGA. MAGA. Tossed the word salad, laughed and left. Oh my God. MAGA, that's a good one. I like that one. Oh my God. That was hilarious. Oh my God. Yeah. Tossed her word salad. That's it, MAGA. Yes. Hilarious. And we still don't know what she's saying with that word salad. I love it.
These individuals tried to report the fraud that was happening in Ohio and then eventually came to me to say that we're watching providers rubber stamp paperwork for home health. So in Ohio, and there's many states like this, Pennsylvania and other states too, where you can go in and you can say my aging parent needs a home health care and I want to provide it. So the state will, as long as the doctor has approved it, continue to pay you. It could be for 10 hours, 12 hours, up to 24 when it's critical care. So you could sit at home without caring for an elderly parent who really doesn't need it, make about $75,000 to $90,000 a year. Now you add two parents, that's $180,000. Now you add your in-laws, $250,000. You continue to add this and you wonder, what are the services being provided? So a lot of providers came and said, fraud is occurring because we said we weren't going to rubber stamp this paperwork. So they went to other providers. Their home healthcare network saying, we'll make it worth your while. Well, sounds like a kickback to me. So we really need to investigate the Medicaid system and how much it's increased since the Somalian population came and who really needs critical care, because that's meant for our disabled, our elderly, and people who really need it, not to just live off our system. And that's what's happening in Ohio. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's despicable. But authorities are now looking at it from the Attorney General's office to the U.S. Attorney's office. I flagged them all because this is Ohio tax dollars and we have to take it seriously. I'm tired of people telling me, well, this is the way it's always been. It's subjective and we can't really check. No, you can. Audit America, audit Ohio now. And I'm pushing for that in every single state.
Yeah.
Okay. If you agree with what this young lady just said, please type a 1 in the comment section. I agree with her wholeheartedly. Tina, Somalians want to take over America. Yes, they do. They're saying that in their videos as well. The only Democrat, oh my God, Cece. The only Democrat who's in Congress long. Boom. Woo. Oh my goodness, I love it. So there's that. Okay. But yeah, we know that they need to check all 50 states. Somebody told these Somalians how to do this. Roni, yeah, they come here. And again, we were told they're all, the immigrants come here. They just want to work hard to make a better life. And we were told, and we're not saying every single immigrant, but too many of them. I was looking, I need to do a video probably tomorrow when I get my desktop back. And they were scamming with using, credit cards. So I need to go look at that, check that video out so we can watch that. But it's just something all the time. And I'm just like, my God.
Yeah, the First Choice Childcare LLC.
Right there.
With a Kasim.
All right, you see that? Where's my girls? My girls, let's make America just like Somalia. All the protesters were like, wait, what? CC. Kasim Brothers, Columbus, Ohio. Here's their info. Oh, I thought there was a number on there to call. I know my girls will dial them up. All right, there's no phone number to call. I'll keep playing it.
Brothers, semi truck in the parking lot. That's what you want to see when you're dropping your kid off for childcare. Is it?
Oh, there's a number. Where's my girl? My girls, get to work. Wait a minute.
Semi truck in the parking lot. That's what you want to see.
First Choice. This is in Ohio. My girls, where are you? First Choice Childcare LLC, open 7 days a week. 614-934-7004. How you doing, Madison? Hello, love. How are you? Somebody dial the number. Tell me what you get. Hello, hello, Madison. It's been a while. Happy New Year. Margie, hello, love. Calling now. My girls is calling. I love it. Woo! Let me call on air. Let me see if I can get something going here. Oh my God. 614. I'll call too. 934-7004. Let's see what we can hear on here. This is Gahanna, Ohio. I don't hear. No one's picking up. Okay, it's just ringing. It's still ringing, folks. Okay, my girls, no one picked up. Okay, yeah, no one picked up. Someone should buy one of those realistic babies, put it on like car seat, acting if their kid look. Yeah, Margaret does. Yeah. How you doing, Martian Mello? Hello. Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, they wouldn't pick up for me either. Thank God they are being exposed. Stop the check. President Trump has stopped the checks. Ohio hasn't created answering machines yet. CCD. Woo, I'm great, Martian Mello. I'll be doing better tomorrow. I have my desktop back and I can get back to normal. I'm on my laptop, but I do better on my desktop. It'll be out of the shop tomorrow. All right, so we didn't get an answer, so I'll let this play some more.
When you're dropping your kid off for childcare, is a semi truck. See if we can. It's locked.
Yeah, which makes sense. I mean,
Yeah, it
they
should be locked.
be. Most daycares I've been to, they are locked.
Legally, they should be. You would protect the kids.
Yeah.
That's security cameras. Knows the trend at all these locations.
And I love that just everyday Americans are just, taking the time to go and investigate. I love this. Expose these people, these crooks. CCD, Trump made weed cool again. God bless him, America. I'm going to go smoke some now. CCD, okay. Oh my God. What time is it in Ohio? Roni, it should be. I think they're on our time, and I'm Eastern Standard Time, if I'm not mistaken. Right, Nemo? And if I wasn't working, every day, this is probably something I'll do when I retire. Because since I can't do it now, it's only 8:30 p.m. Michigan. Okay, CCD. Thank you, CCD.
Camera up there, camera over there.
I'm ready to go back. I think I hear everybody over there.
There's no cars in the parking lot, so.
They're open 7 days a week, though. There's no signage to.
Yeah, notice all their signs, even in Minnesota. They all said open 7 days a week, but every time someone went to one of the facilities, they were all locked and closed.
Say it's closed, so there's. And then this is kind of the neighborhood you're looking at. Next door. Oh, we have another daycare center right next door. Bright Futures. So I guess we can just. Oops.
All right, there's another number. Where's my girls? 614-599. Let me try it. 614-599-9321. Right.
The person you are trying to reach is not accepting calls at this time. Please try your call again later. La persona con la que intenta comunicarse no acepta llamadas en este momento.
Did you hear that? They're not accepting calls. Okay. Okay, my girls, I just called. He said they're not accepting calls. Okay. Woo, Tina. Americans are on to them. They all need to self-deport. Yes. Better luck than I had, my girls. Let me know.
They must have started putting these private
Fire property, no trespassing.
Yes. All right, my girls, did you get an answer? Let me know. How you doing, Mayor? We're just laughing, having a good time as they're continuing to be exposed.
This one also says camera up there.
It's interesting that they've boarded all of this up too, so you
You can't see inside at all in any of
tons
these.
of daycares where at least this is open, so you can see.
They have a nice lobby entry, yeah.
Hi, I was wondering, are you open today? Do you have any paperwork? I just wanted to look up your enrollment for a 3-year-old. My name is Mehek. I'm sorry? Am I what? You're going to send somebody? No. Okay. Okay. They want us to stop recording for okay, that's fine.
Price after we fill the application?
So how much does it cost?
I don't understand.
What is it?
So what's
Just
the
asking
weekly
how much it
rate?
costs to go to daycare here. Is it? How much does it cost?
Whoa.
You can't just grab my cell phone. Like, that's insane.
She grabbed her cell phone. They need to realize this is not Somalia. This is America, and they're going to grab the wrong cell phone. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, MAGA, they are. I've seen some videos on that. They're trying to take over America. They are.
Their hours are Monday through Friday.
Say they should be open.
And they literally asked if I'm recording and then pushed me. That's insane. There's clearly children in there. I just don't think you should put your hands on somebody and push them out.
No.
Insane.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering why you're pushing me. No, the lady literally put her hands on me and pushed me. I just had a couple questions.
You want the number? Okay. 614-881-1076. Did you get it, my girls? Okay, hold on. Let me go. You want the, let me see. See if you can get the whole number.
Yeah.
There it is. 614-881-1076. Hit the like button for me, folks. Right, Marga? Yes, Roni. Solid Grease, CCD. Boom. How you doing, Sherry Elverton? Happy New Year and all of that good stuff. Been waiting for such an occasion, MAGA. Yeah. They picked the wrong country this time because, yes, MAGA, they're going to they FAFO real bad this time. Yeah. Soylent Green. Yeah. All right, here we go.
I'm just wondering why you're pushing me. No, the lady literally put her hands on me and pushed me. I just had a couple questions. I mean,
did you hear what they said? If they did that, why didn't you call the police? Margie, boom. Margie, I'm ready to eat the popcorn. I'm ready for these people to be gone.
I'm not going to call the police. I'm just trying to ask a few questions.
If they push you, you should call the police.
Okay, that's a good idea. I should call the police. Okay, thank you so much. Happy New Year.
This is a question. How do you enroll? How do you enroll your children here? You can't do that? No kids? So how can I enroll my children? It says you get public money through. You get public money through Ohio. You get money through the state of Ohio. This is a money that gets.
They won't explain.
So you see, he's saying it's open, and she's like, no, it doesn't matter. It's not open. Wow. Just wow. Oh, boy. Tell me what your thoughts are, folks. These people.
Benefits for cash. Inflated transactions, fraud lasting years before anyone steps in. Now, the governor is not really taking this very seriously. He says investigations are happening. He says that people shouldn't jump to conclusions based on viral videos. But the critics are saying Minnesota said the same thing. Oversight usually comes in way too late.
According to one Midwestern Rhino Republican governor, apparently fraud is just part of doing business now.
Yeah, that Rhino needs to go. CCD, can we get Kamala? We could have her talk to illegals all day and night. That self-deport. Oh my God, that Kamala laugh. CCD. Oh my God, hilarious. Woo. My girls, Rolynn, the voicemail came on. I said, y'all dusty sandal feet Somalis are going to prison. Trump is coming to get you. My girls, you're going to the corner again. Oh my God, my girls, I love it. Oh, how you doing? Vacay my way. I hope you're having a wonderful new year. I hope all of your dreams come true. Oh my God. Oh, we're having a time. Vacate my way. I love it. Hit the like button. Yes, yes, yes. My girls wins the comment tonight. Yeah, okay. Well, let me pin her comment. Where is it? Let me find it. For her voicemail. Boom. Oh my God. At least you got a working voicemail this time. Steve, how you doing, love? Yes. Everyone hit the like button for me. Yeah. Woo. All right. I have one more clip to share with you. I actually need to also find that clip where they were telling lies that someone broke into their daycare. I'm like, please, before I throw up, stop it. All right. So, let me see. Yeah, let me take this down. And I just wanted to share a few clips with you. And you tell me what your thoughts are. Yeah, I give you what I feel, but I also want to know your thoughts, your concerns, and the way it sounds, you're all as angry as I am, and you want your tax dollars back. So, and remember, we're saying, I've said, Ilhan Omar, she's up here. A lot of these people who have scammed for millions and millions of dollars, and she's smiling and hugged up with these people. You can't tell me she didn't know something. I won't believe it. Sherry Elverton. I think it's happening in every state. Yes, this share. These are, this is the beginning. Yeah, it's everywhere. Because one of the videos I did share, I don't know if you were there, people from other states were leaving their states, going to Minnesota, learning how to do it, scamming, and then going back home. And so then, of course, that's how it wound up spreading, you know. My girls, okay, I'm going to stay out of the corner and out of trouble, maybe. My girls, you know you won't. You can't. Yes, Tina, I want my tax dollars back. MAGA. Boom. Yes. Here we go.
Here is Congresswoman Ilhan Omar promoting Somalian-owned Albi Kitchen. Albi Kitchen is located at the front of the same building in which the now famous Quality Learning Center is located. Quality Learning Center is, of course, that is the child care center that was exposed in Nick Shirley's viral investigation report last week. Do you think this is all a coincidence? Guys, this is wild. This is wild. All of this connects to Ilhan Omar, but
all of it connects to Ilhan Omar. You mean to tell me she didn't know any of this? But all of these crooks that she's in photos with, she didn't know any of this scamming was going on. Okay, yeah, tell me something else. Islam must be deported from America. Yes, ASAP. $38 trillion national debt. That's a big reason. Good point, Tina.
Now, this is so insane. Like, I don't think you guys realize it. In fact, I'll show a clip in a second. But this is, if you remember the picture of the the Quality Learning Center there, and then you see the restaurant, right? Well, take a look at this. Take a look at this. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it.
You're not going to believe this. This little restaurant does this spot look familiar?
Look familiar, folks? Hi, Big Cat, meow. Thank you for the super chat, love. I do appreciate your support. Big Cat, I am sending you some kitty cats in the comments section. Yes, yes, yes. Happy New Year. Hope all your dreams come true. Tina, we all are. We all are. With that Somali kitchen, the stray cat and dog population is definitely decreasing. My girls. Oh, my girls. I love it.
We're here on Nicollet Avenue in front of Quality Learning Center. There was a misspelling in the word learning. It was missing the N, and that has since been updated. As you can see, they got a new sign.
All right. What are your thoughts, folks? What are your thoughts? I like how you think Rolynn enjoy. Oh, yeah, Big Cat. No problem, dear. Hey, you know, we just call out the lies and the hypocrisy. And Big Cat, I don't know how you feel, but we want these people out of here. Mayor, she is disgusting. Deport, deport, deport. These people need to go. I think the Somali started coming to Minnesota in the 70s. Okay, that's from Roni. Yeah, Big Cat, I don't like this whatsoever. They have done nothing but robbed us into oblivion. They have not been grateful. And so they need to go home or anywhere. I don't care where they go, but they need to leave America. They are our enemies. They tell us that all the time. They got my girls. Did they got a new sign? We had enough when we saw our veterans freezing outside while migrants were sleeping in hotels. Then migrants attacked police and nothing happened. CCD. I did a video on that. You're absolutely right. Yes, Big Cat robbed us into oblivion. That's their way for showing gratitude when we invited them into our country because their war-torn S-hole country was disintegrating. So we let them come here, and this is how they repay us. Laurie, good. Oh, Laurie. Tell me the name, Laurie. Let me send Laurie some kitty cats here because she adopted another kitty. Robbed us 100%. Big Cat, I don't know about you. I'm sick and tired of being ripped off. Spend my taxpayer dollars on American veterans, on American elderly, as well as American disabled. I'm sick and tired of it. That no, they didn't get a new sign. They Google searched how to spell learning. Oh my girl. They've ripped us off for billions of dollars and they're too cheap to buy a new sign. Oh my, make it make sense. Thank you, my girls. Oh my God.
Are you guys catching this? Hold on. Sorry. Are you catching this? Look. Now, this is Quality Learning Center right there, right? Okay. This is where this restaurant is, but the Quality Learning Center was on the front there where the restaurant now is. And then I guess this was moved to the back.
So you see the charades, the games that they play. And because there was no system of checks and balances. So this is what you get. You're not working alone, right, Maga? That's a good question, Maga. That's why I said the Democrats did not want to lose power. How many of them knew what was going on, right? That's what I want to know. CCD, even one piece of gold is too heavy to carry with you into heaven. The weight of your soul will decide your fate. Oh, CCD, that's some deep thinking. I like that. Oh my God. Obama, yeah, I know many came in under Obama and under the second Bush. So, and then we know everyone came in under Jim Crow, Joe Biden, and the Curry Queen. Everybody and their mother.
I'm not quite sure, but Ilhan Omar is in this restaurant and she has received thousands of dollars of donations from this community.
So again, she's a congresswoman and she's receiving these ill-gotten gains. She needs to go. You mean to tell me she didn't know where all this money was coming from? MAGA said, don't forget, the Somalians built this already prosperous country. Yeah, MAGA. To hear them tell it, this country was nothing until they came over here and built it up. These people are delusional. The Bush, yeah, the second Bush, not HW. Yeah, the son. Nemo, stolen money. Yes, cha-ching.
Somali community coming from the daycares, these restaurants. To me, something is not like, we already know none of this adds up, but to be so blatant as to this is the restaurant that she is promoting. And in fact, let me show you this. Let me show you this one. Let me move this over because this is wild. This is wild. It is so blatant. Like, she really just does not care. They do not care. And I guess they thought no one would ever find out. That was the goal. No one's ever looked into this.
See, the problem is President Trump became president. They thought that the Curry Queen and Tim Walz were going to be definite shoo-ins so that this charade could continue. God said no, and that's when the providential hand of God stepped in and saved President Trump from being unalived. And now we are all privy to this information. Thank God. Obama's the devil that let all these demons in the door. You got that right, Tina. Big Cat, we need the military to get these pirates out of our homeland. Big Cat, you weren't here. I think you said you were sick for a couple of weeks. Big Cat, I've watched several videos and they were asked, if America is attacked, what would they do? They said, we're not fighting for America. Well, that means you are my enemy. That means you need to go. I can't fight a war, an external enemy as well as an internal enemy. So Big Cat, you are right. Get these people out. Tina, yes, exactly.
Stuff before. So it says, here is the full clip reference in the post below of Congresswoman Ilhan Omar promoting Somalian-owned Albi Kitchen, which is located in the front of the same building that Quality Learning Center is located. Look, so this is her.
That's her. So you mean to tell me she didn't know anything and she received all this money from these people, that their ill-gotten gains that they stole from American taxpayers? Okay, she needs to go. Look at, that's her there. That's her.
This is the video. I don't know if there's any sound. Let's see. Maybe. Hi. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna turn off that. Let's just play it. So there she is enjoying this restaurant. But again, remember, guys, the sign for the daycare was on the front where this restaurant was at first. Then they just moved the sign to the side. So, and essentially the daycare is in the back in the kitchen. Like if you think of the size of the restaurant, okay, I got to slow down. Okay. So when you think about it, that sign was there in the front, then it moves to the side. Then suddenly now there's a restaurant there. And if you look at the size of this, it makes no sense that a daycare will be in the back where the kitchen would be. So it's almost like their supply room or kitchen is what they're calling a daycare. Is this even legally, can you even be zoned for something like this? For that to be in the same place?
And they're just smiling, looking into the camera like these idiots, these morons, as they're fleecing us. And again, as they are stealing us into oblivion. What the heck? My girls, Ilhan Omes is dirtier than a 2-month-old soiled diaper after a bottle of apple and prune juice. My girl. Yes.
I mean, the fraud, the fraud is so bad. This is what they're doing. I want to show that again because the thing I was showing you before, because are you getting this? Look how little the restaurant is, right? Then look at the door is right there. That's just the back kitchen.
Can everyone see? You see this little TikTok video that she's referencing? Yeah, this is the restaurant, and then here's the so-called daycare. But again, when you don't have someone checking, right? This is what you get.
Storage room. And who's bringing their children to a daycare center? And the other thing they said about the daycare, that it's open from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., which no daycare is open during those hours. You're not zoned. Legally, you're not allowed or have a license from that time. Daycares have to be from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So even the stated time that they said they have, and even if that's happening, this is during busy restaurant hours. So you're telling me they were able to...
Margie, boom. And they're laughing and playing in our faces, and they think that we are idiots. They think we're stupid, and they've said that. Margie, yes. So since we're so stupid, pack those people up. Get those people out of here. Meow. CCD. Yes, CCD. Thank you for changing your profile. And since you changed your profile to a little kitty, I'm going to send you some kitties in the comments section. There you go, CCD. All right, here we go.
Fit a full restaurant and this daycare where people take their children all in this same building, and it's not just a storage room that they slapped a label on. Yeah, I don't think so. And now we have some even more fraud. Every day there's something new.
Oh, every day.
It says, holy smokes, the Somalis have registered 60 healthcare businesses in one single dilapidated warehouse building.
All right, everybody see that? For these good, hard-working immigrants who want to make America better. You see that, don't you? Yeah. Yes, Shazid. Yes. Boom. That's where we're going with this.
Let me repeat. 60 healthcare businesses in one freaking building. It's so blatant, it's criminal. This was allowed to go on. Handcuffs. So let me play this for you.
This building right behind me has 22 different home and community-based healthcare companies registered in the building. It's only 4 floors. I walked in there yesterday trying to find a number of them. Many of them are they appear to be just window fronts, door fronts with nobody behind. So same story, different location. We're here in St. Paul at this building, which looks like a warehouse or a dilapidated old building. Inside this building, there are 60 registered home and community healthcare organizations inside this one building. We're here in Northeast Minneapolis, and we're at a building that I believe is on the radar of authorities. They have questions about it. A lot of the businesses in here are home healthcare businesses. Of the total businesses, there's 37. 17 of them are home healthcare businesses. There's just layer upon layer upon layer of fraud throughout this city, Jessica. As for whether Governor Walz is going to testify before the Oversight Committee, that remains to be seen. We asked him at his office if he was going to testify, and we have yet to hear back.
And on top of that, guys, they're now finding places in Massachusetts, in Maine, in Ohio. I've brought you some of that, but look at this. Remember, tying this back to Ilhan Omar.
Oh, I agree, Steve. California, I can't even imagine what's going on in California. And we're probably just as bad there. I agree.
All right. It says Somalis are still benefiting from the fraud in Minnesota, even after they've been convicted. One of them is Salim Saeed, the owner of the Safari, the restaurant Ilhan Omar ran fundraisers out of. That's not the same restaurant that's connected to the Leary Center. How deep does this go? how much laundering has been going on between these restaurants and daycares and healthcare and all of these.
Exactly. CCD, my picture is from the short where the cat bites its owner and she says, why'd you do that to the kitchen? CCD, that's fine. That is fine, love. Oh my God. I bet if they do forensic accounting on that place, it will lead back to some company that she's on the board of, or right, Shaziz? Yes. Something of that nature. Yes. How you doing, Luis? No one should take these people. We're so kind, but what about America? Yes. How you doing, Luis? Let me know if you are new here. If you are, we want to give you a nice, warm Rolynn's Reviews welcome. No one has to take them, Lou. We just need to drop them off back in Somalia. Let them go build up Somalia. Beverly, how you doing, love? Everyone hit that little thumb. That is the like button that tells YouTube that you are enjoying the content and may possibly trigger the YouTube algorithm. And the cat stops and does a reevaluation. Oh, CCD, I know what you're talking about.
These different things. They're able to afford these buildings, pop up new businesses, do all of these things. And while at the same time, they are still benefiting, even if they're caught in the fraud, even if they're convicted of the fraud.
Reveal how some fraudsters are still benefiting from their crimes even after being charged and convicted.
Investigative reporter Eric Rasmussen has been following the Feeding Our Future fraud for nearly 4 years, and he's here with what's standing in the way of getting your money back.
Well, we do know a lot of the $250 million stolen from taxpayers is tied up in property and other things. Federal prosecutors say they're seizing it, but at least in some high-profile cases, viewers told us that still has not happened. So we went to check it out. All right, here I go. From this 5-bed, 4.5 bath in Washington County to a $1 million house in Plymouth, complete with an indoor basketball court. My name is Eric Rasmussen. I'm a reporter with KSTP. Another right off this county road in Burnsville. Do you know if the government is trying to take this house? They're not? We had to see these properties for ourselves. Each house owned by people convicted of fraud, connected to Feeding Our Future. $250 million meant to help kids in need, stolen at the height of the pandemic.
We've property all over the state, in different parts of the country.
But long after prosecutors filed paperwork to seize properties purchased with stolen taxpayer dollars, neighbors told 5 Investigates that still has not happened. Is it fair for the public to want answers about what's being done?
Absolutely. It's our money.
Mark Osler is a professor at the St. Thomas Law School and a former federal prosecutor.
This is something in criminal law that too often gets forgotten, the money side of it. You know, we pay attention to the body when someone walks into court, when they're taken away to prison. But the harm is often in the money.
Take former Safari restaurant owner Salim Saeed. 5 guilty verdicts now. A jury convicted him and Feeding Our Future founder Amy Bach nearly 9 months ago. But we found Saeed and his wife are still the official owners of this $1.1 million house in Plymouth. Fraud money funded their $952,000 down payment in 2021. And county records show they've racked up more than $50,000 in delinquent property taxes since then. No one responded to the note I left, but a week later we did see someone leaving in a Cadillac. Prosecutors say they have to wait for Salim Saeed to be sentenced before they can take the property. But that doesn't explain this one. Records show the owner of this house in Willerny is Jonathan Ross, the husband of Sharon Ross.
We want to keep that program going.
The former director of House of Refuge Twin Cities was sentenced to prison in February for her role in the Feeding Our Future fraud. That should have cleared the way for the government to take the property, but we found a car registered to Ross's husband still sitting in the driveway. We are also asking about this house in Burnsville, owned by former Feeding Our Future employee Abdikerm Idle. Do you know Mr. Idle? Right before being named in the first indictments in 2022, Amy Bach's right-hand man fled the country. Do you know where he is? That's the voice of Idle's ex-wife, according to a second person who spoke to me from behind the front door.
Ex-husband.
Sure enough, a month after investigators say Idle put down $95,000 on his new house, records show he and his wife filed for divorce, a mutual agreement living in the same house, they wrote, right before Idle disappeared.
Instead of having to.
So, guys, and this is the thing. Nothing's going to happen to these people. Nothing's going to happen to Ilhan Omar. Nothing's going to happen to anyone because nothing ever does, guys. What have I told you? What are we dealing with? We're dealing with two wings of the same bird, the left wing and right wing. We find all of this fraud. We find all of these lies.
Margie, if you are illegal, get out. You are a criminal. Boom. Yes. Beverly said, I want a house too. Beverly, you're an American. You get nothing. You get zero, nada, zilch, boom.
Find all of this deception. We find them stealing our money. Look at USA. No one goes to jail. No one's held accountable. And even when they're convicted, they're still allowed to prosper. Their families are still allowed to. And this is so bad. I brought you in my last report on this. I showed you that the whistle was blown on this years ago. But take a look. It says Somali fraud in Minnesota was so bad that almost a decade ago, former Minnesota Rep. Jason Lewis was blowing the whistle on Somalians setting up fake daycare centers, taking in millions, and flying it out of the country in suitcases through Minneapolis airports. So they have known about this fraud for a decade and have done nothing. Nothing was done. It was reported on. There were hearings, everything. And even now, what I will be shocked if Ilhan Omar is actually investigated and held to account.
Situation in my home state of Minnesota where we've got a number of daycare providers that are openly violating federal and state laws and regulations, taking money for personal use, using the money to set up a fraudulent child care client, and then providing a kickback has been reported. This is a major issue. There are allegations that, well, not just several, you've got 23 child care or daycare centers either closed or under investigation. The fraud may go as high as $100 million. Now think about that. In fiscal year 2018, Minnesota received $120 million in federal funding. The state contributed about $50 million in matching and maintenance funds. And we may have a fraud case of nearly $100 million in this state, with money then being transferred out of the country via MSP Airport. This is a big issue in my home state of Minnesota. Can you share with me what your agency is doing to investigate this?
Yeah, and if you were here last night, I discussed they flew hundreds of millions of dollars out of Minnesota in suitcases back to Somalia to help fund their terrorist organizations. CCD, my girls. Okay, I have the solution. We all need to fly outside the border, come back wrapped up from head to toe with dusty, crusty feet and tattered sandals. I bet you would get paid. My girls, yeah, good point. CCD, traveled all over the world. No one ever accused me of being racist until Biden ran for president and I officially became Republican at 50 years old. Wow, 50 and no one called me racist. Okay, CCD. Hey, whatever it takes, love. We're glad to have you. Oh, wow. And so that's all I have for you. I will be back on screen tomorrow. I'll have my desktop back and we'll be back on track, back in stride again. And so all I can say is get these people out of here. And what is this? I feel you, CCD, been there, done that. Oh, okay. I thank God President Trump is on the case. And for all these Democrats that still are dying on this hill, for these Somalians and all of these illegals, you're going to have your heart broken. Trump is not stopping. He's still going to get these people out of here. And don't forget, Democrats, love hurts. Love hurts. Love scars. love wounds and marks. Woo, woo, love hurts. Oh my God, I went back for that one. I'm young, I know, but even so, I know a thing or two. I learned from you. I really learned a lot. I really learned a lot. Love is like a flame. It burns you when it's hot. Love hurts. Woo, love hurts. 1975 was a good year. Love Hurts by Nazareth. So all you Democrats keep dying on that hill, and you're going to continue to have your heart broken. Oh, CCD, I listened to that tonight. Yes, with Alan Parsons Project. And then don't forget that not just Eye in the Sky. Remember, Don't Answer Me. Remember that? The Alan Parsons Project? Oh my God. Yes, I'm glad that you went back. But don't you remember Don't Answer Me? And remember the video with it was with comic book characters. Remember that, CCD? Yes, man. 1975 was a good year. Steve, I don't care either. Just get these people out of here. Do you remember from 1983, Don't Answer Me, from the Alan Parsons Project as well? Don't answer me. Don't break the silence. Don't let me win. Oh my God, yes. Don't answer me. Stay on your island. Don't let me in. Run away and hide from everyone. Oh my God. CCD, stop taking me back. Can you change the things we've said and done? CCD, go look at the video. It's on YouTube. I looked at it earlier. I thought about you. Yeah, Don't Answer Me by the Alan Parsons Project and Eye in the Sky by the Alan Parsons Project. I hope everyone knows who we're talking about. CCD, I have the Carpenters' greatest hits albums. Yes, 100%. Yeah, I looked at the video tonight and I thought about you. Don't Answer Me. Remember, it was with comic book characters. Oh, I loved it. It was from 1984. Oh my God, CCD. I know I'm aging myself, but good music, good fun, good times. Yeah, no wokeness. Everyone loved each other. I loved it. The Carpenters, CCD, if you're here tomorrow, I'll be back on camera. I'll have my desktop. I picked my desktop up in the morning from the shop, and I'll hold up. I'll show you. I have two of the Carpenters' greatest hits albums. I have 1969 to 1973, and then I have Close to You as well. So yeah, I can sing. I'll sing the Carpenters. Oh my God, forever. I love the Carpenters. Just excellent talent. Oh my God. Yeah, good music. We've only just begun to live. All right, so we're done, folks. I enjoyed you. I remember when I would watch Black comedy movies with Black people, and no matter what the jokes were about, we all laughed and had a good time. CCD, right. We all looked at everything. No one cared. No one was saying, oh my God, that's racist. We all looked at Sanford and Son and All in the Family. And no one was saying, oh my God, you're racist. We just laughed. We had a good time. Oh my God. Now everything, someone's feelings are hurt. I didn't grow up like that. Thank God. I'm like my girls. If something is funny, we'll laugh. I don't wear my emotions on my sleeve. Oh yeah, MAGA, yes. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Yes, MAGA. Yeah. Richard Pryor, Lanita, how you doing? Yeah. Richard Pryor used the N-word more than anybody. We all sat there and laughed. We were like, oh my God, you can't say that. Who cares? Right? Heck, I don't know if I'm dating myself. How many of you are familiar with a white comedian, an older guy, Jerry Clouder? You know, we just, right, my girls, we didn't care. We did not. We had a good time. We weren't woke. Yes, it was so much simpler then, my girls. Yes. CCD, I was in New York and then Pennsylvania. Now I'm in North Carolina. But no one cared. I grew up looking at the Dukes of Hazzards. I didn't care. So what? They had a Confederate flag on the hood of the car. What the heck? Who cares? Steve, I still look at All in the Family, and I have the box set of All in the Family, and it broke my heart that the meathead was unalived by his own child. So I look at all of that. When Archie Bunker's calling black people spooks and he's calling all these other races, all these, we sat there, we laughed. No one's feelings were hurt. We didn't care. And now when you're looking at those shows, I don't know if anyone has noticed it, because All in the Family still comes on MeTV. Now, before it comes on, there's a little warning. This show contains, racial stereotypes, and it may be upsetting. We did not care. Okay. We didn't. Nemo, right. We sat there, and we all got along. We didn't have wokeness. So I thank God I did not grow up in that era. Okay. I thank God for it. Yes. I still look at Welcome Back. Yes. Welcome Back, Cotter. Up your nose with the rubber hose. I still look at all my shows, and I look at all my Westerns. So I don't get into all that. Oh my God, this is racist. No, we didn't do that. All in the Family. Yes, Lanita, it was. All in the Family. Sam, there's some shows all black and white people watched. And Sanford and Son, Andy Griffith, Hee Haw. When we came south every summer, we all looked at Hee Haw. We didn't care. Laurie said, let's go back. Yes. It was so, the Nemo, the Jeffersons, I still look at. Yeah. I have friends, different races. When my wife got deployed because they all wanted to cook for me. Are you kidding? That's all you need to say to me. Be my friend. Seriously, though, I like food. Oh, CCD, you're good, love. You're good. Oh, my God. Nemo, I want to go back, too. Mayor, I watch it. I watch that almost every day, along with Gunsmoke. I like anything country western. And see, that's what I tell people. You can't judge a book by its cover. I'll do some square dancing, and you can't tell me that this is for this race and this is for that race. If I like something, I like it. And I wasn't raised in a household, well, no, you have to do this because you're black. So, yeah, the Beverly Hillbillies, I still watch. Oh, CCD, yeah. And George Jefferson would say racist thing. Who cares? We all laughed. Who cares? Nemo, I look at Gunsmoke religiously every day on my phone and on my television, on Pluto. So, I mean, slow-mo, $6 Million Man. Yes, I looked at that, and The Greatest American Hero, and Wonder Woman, and The Incredible Hulk. All of these things. Yeah. Now, The Three Stooges. All of these shows. Yeah, Laurie, that still comes on MeTV. I'm more country western than anything else, though. I'm looking at Gunsmoke every day. I look at The Rifleman, Wagon Train, Bonanza, The Big Valley. Yeah. I look at that every day. Hi, Barnes. How you doing, love? Oh, Barnes said, I called the Somali Learning Center phone number and it told me the mailbox was full and couldn't accept any more messages. They offered the option to send an SMS text messages. Oh my God. Yes, the greatest American hero. Yes, I remember the theme song. Yes. I don't know what half of you look like, but I still find myself saying my friend, my girls, my friend Nemo. I got to say, people do look at me. Oh, Maga. Oh, really, Maga? The Little Rascal. Yeah. I still look at that. Gilligan's Island. All the old shows I still look at. Yeah. And so, people now sit back and say, well, now look at, they were saying they were disparaging Black people and they were doing this and that. I don't want to hear that crap. I look at my shows and I go on. My favorite actresses, you've heard me say, Betty Davis and Joan Crawford. I look at all the old movies. I don't want to hear about racism. I just want to sit down, enjoy my movies. And Captain Kangaroo, yeah. Oh, yeah, we all looked at him. The Munsters I look at. Addams Family, yeah, I still look at. Believe It. Oh, yes, I used to look at Believe It or Not. Yep. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could be so free. Yes, I remember that, CCD. I am old as dirt, CCD. Yeah, Laurie, I still look at the original Star Trek. I never did look at the spinoff shows, just the original. I need James T. Kirk. Mildred Pierce, Nemo. Oh, my God. Anything Joan Crawford or Betty Davis, I'm down. Yes, my girls. In Living Color was hilarious. You know that, yeah. I loved In Living Color. Yeah, Mildred Pierce. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. So again, that's one thing I like about everyone on here. We're older. We remember the good days. Whatever happened to Baby Jane? Lisa, that's like one of my all-time favorites. Okay. How you doing, Lisa? Welcome. I hope you're having an excellent new year. Anything Betty Davis and Joan Crawford, I'm down. Okay. I'm just saying. Anything with those ladies. Those are my favorites. I Dream of Jeannie. Yeah, I liked I Dream of Jeannie, but I liked Bewitched better. So, but yeah, as a kid, yeah, we looked at I Dream of Jeannie. Oh, Lanita, yeah. The original with Suzanne Summers, God rest her soul. Yeah, I enjoyed that show. Yes, Cher, yes, you can. The original Twilight Zone, I look at every day. So some shows I look at every single day of my life. Bewitched, yes, with the original Darren, yes. Oh, thank you so much, Lisa. Always glad to have you here. Barnes, yes, it's a golden age of television. Barnes, it's so difficult for me. My high school students, these generations, the last few generations, they don't look at television. It is crazy for me. And I told them, oh my God, my generation. Sherry Yelverton, fun fact. I looked at Carol Burnett last night, her show. Remember Mrs. Wiggins? I have one of Carol Burnett's quotes up in my classroom. You can do anything that you want to, or something to that effect. But yeah, all those shows from the 70s, I love. Yeah. Most do not remember when TV was just black and white and when you had a dial phone. Yes, Steve. Yes. Barney and Frank's Place. I never did watch those. Mama's Family. Yes. Oh my God. Saturday night, you couldn't beat CBS. Barnes Homestead. Big time. Yes. Big Cat. Yes. And my favorite cop shows, oh my God, I still look at Barnaby Jones and Streets of San Francisco and things like that. So I look at the old shows. I am stuck in a time warp. We had an antenna with foil on it. Boom. Yes, I remember. Oh my God. All us kids were, the remote rabbit ears were tricky. We had a party line. Yes, share. That's okay. You're still here. Kojak, who loves you, baby? MAGA, yeah, what I look at, I don't have cable, so what I look at, everything is on basically antenna TV. I look at all Pluto mostly and Tubi because they have all the old shows that I watch. I don't look at any of the new shows. Starsky and Hutch, yes. Oh my God. My girls, quit taking me back. You know I love Starsky and Hutch. Oh my God. The Rockford Files. I could go on and on and on. Chico and the Man. All right. I could go on. No, Nemo, I don't either. Nope. Everything is on YouTube or another free streaming site. Like I said, everything's on Pluto or Tubi or Crackle. So no, I don't. Cable's a ripoff, and so I don't have it. Huggy Bear, word on the street. All right, Barnes. Oh yeah, Huggy Bear. What red-blooded female didn't have a crush on them? I know. Oh, everybody loved Starsky and Hutch. Oh my God. Yes, Hawaii Five-0, the original, Laurie. I still look at the original. I looked at the original this morning. We used to sneak home after school, watch Dark Shadow. Okay, share. Yes, Dark Shadows. Yes. I used to watch Love American Style too, which, was a little risque, but, hey, it was a good show. And of course, the Brady Bunch. We all looked at the Brady Bunch and the Family Affair and all of that. Just good quality shows. All right, I'll be live tomorrow. Like I said, I will pick my desktop up, and that's the only reason I'm not on camera tonight. My desktop, it has a different view than when I'm on my laptop. So that's why I am not, where you can see me, because it just shows differently. And so I'll just wait until I pick up my desktop tomorrow, and then you'll see my face again. Oh, you like both? Okay, Laurie, a Quantum Leap. I never did check that one out, Margaret. And don't forget Married with Children. Oh my God, hilarious. Oh, Margaret, yeah, another good show. Yeah. Blue Chips, yes. You too, Lanita. And don't forget Soap. How many of you remember Soap? Now, that was a risque show, too. Oh, my God. I was a kid, and that show was hilarious. Chips. Yep. Marga, I never did watch that, so I guess I need to. Yeah, thank you. I enjoyed all of you. And don't forget Dynasty. Don't forget Dallas, of course. All right. Anything with Dallas, I'm into. You know why. Boom. Yeah, all of you. I didn't look at Knots Landing, my girl. I looked at Dynasty because, Joan Collins, oh my God, she was evil. And I wanted to see what she was going to do each week. She was a trip. Soul Train. Yep, I watched Soul Train. I was never into the soaps a lot. Night Stalker. Yeah, Greg, I looked at. Yeah, Mayor, I never did look at Knots Landing. But I heard it was great. And I guess I can check it out now because there's a channel with Dynasty and what's that other show? Falcon Crest, shows like that, Knots Landing. Yeah, later, each of you, I'll be live tomorrow evening. I'm going to have that video to show you of those scammy Somalians lying, saying someone broke into their daycare and stole all of their information. All right. I'm coming to talk to you now. Thank you for spending your very valuable time here. I enjoyed you. Coming to talk to you right now. And be safe. And I'll see you tomorrow, probably tomorrow afternoon sometime. On my way to talk to you now.